Hi, and welcome to Habs Eyes on the Prize. My name is Andrew Berkshire, and I'm the managing editor here, along with my co-manager, Mark Dumont. This is the most read and well-respected Canadians blog on the internet, and I figured that it's about time with all our new members to supply a bit of a guide. If you're new, the first thing that you're going to want to do is go up into the top right corner and click Sign Up. You can see that there are a lot of different ways to sign up. You can use Twitter, Facebook, Google+, Yahoo, whatever that last thing is, or you can go in and enter your own username and sign in with email. We're just going to use a fake one here, testbot1. Put in a password. It needs to have letters and at least one number. Then we'll put in an email address. Well, I seem to have used that one already for a fake run. So here's testbot1@gmail.com. Continue. Now you can view our community guidelines. Let's open those in a new tab. You can see here these are very important. If you want to stay on the site, you have to follow these, okay? So you can see you're allowed to swear. We don't mind that. But you can't attack the authors. You can't attack other readers, not personally anyway. You can attack their opinions as much as you want, but not personally. Also, no homophobia, no sexism, no racism. That's not allowed. You get one warning, then you're out. So let's go back. Now that you know the rules, click agree to the community guidelines, and you can join. One last step to prove that you're not a robot. You have to read your little thing, type in the numbers, and you register. Once you register, you'll see you have a 1-day probation period where you can't post comments. This is, again, to prevent spammers. On our main front page, you'll notice that we always have big articles at the top. This is called the cover on SB Nation. These are the stories that we deem are the most important. We want you to click those first. We have that out front. However, because Eyes on the Prize is such an active community and we post so much, we also encourage you to check out what's called the river. That's the stories that are below the cover. We can have all sorts of stuff in there, including hubs, big stories like the SB Nation NHL preview, and old stories that might be from either earlier that day or the day before that you might have missed. We encourage you to check those out. On the right side, you'll see fan posts. This is community-generated content. This is your stuff that you're writing. You'll see that right now we have a bunch of posts on there called entries. That's because we have an open spot. You can apply by writing a fan post to write at EOTP. It's a very exciting opportunity. You'll also notice on Eyes on the Prize that there are posts that look a little bit different. One of the most important of these is story streams. We use these for stories that have additional things that we want to add, as well as game coverage. If you click on a story stream, you'll see all the articles that are related to that story in particular. This is a season preview story stream, so we've previewed the defense, we've got cap visualization, we've got an article on how savvy Bergevin's become, we've got all sorts of stuff, including NHL 15 or 2014-15 rule changes. Let's click on the defense article. If you notice in the article, there is also a heading at the top that's called Season Previews. This is because this is a season preview and we have sections. If you click on that, you'll actually see all articles that were published as season previews, even going back to last year. You can also go up into the top menu and see sections that we have. So these are the featured sections of the site, sections that we want you to click on. Things from Hamilton Bulldogs to just analysis pieces, Ice Level, our radio show, the best content we've ever produced in the Best of EOTP hub, as well as all sorts of other stuff, like the Habs Top 25 Under 25, which is a section that's in there specifically when it's going on. It's over now, so let's click on it. You can see that important hubs like the Top 25 Under 25 that get a lot of traffic, they actually have their own front pages. This is a great way for us to feature that content, and you can check this at any point during the year, and we'll have new stuff on there, or maybe you just want to read the old stuff from the summer. Back to the home page, you can go up to the top menu and you can actually access all of the sections that we have on EOTP. You just click the top menu sections button. It takes you down and you can see from site announcements to opinion articles, links, posts to join all the discussions, the next EOTP columnist. We have 48 different ones. It might take you a while to find the one that you want, but let's say you like history posts. Click on Habs Legends and History. Most of these are fairly easy to find. It's just a simple URL change. habseyesontheprize.com/history. It'll take you to Habs history posts. Put in radio. All of a sudden, You get all of our radio posts. All of those are available on podcast. You can listen to them at any time, and it's right there for you. It's just a change in the permalink. Back to the home page again, we'll introduce you to a very powerful tool at your disposal that most EOTP users don't even know exists, the library. At the top menu, you can see that we have just two things in the library right now because we're just starting to use it, our live Twitter feeds and our organizational depth chart. You can click on the live Twitter feeds. This is developed specifically for people who don't like Twitter or don't use Twitter. If you don't use Twitter, you can still get all of the impact of Twitter right on your feed. Live updating news from mainstream media, bloggers, our own contributors, players on the team, official accounts from uh, the Bulldogs, all sorts of prospect stuff, other media, national media. It's all there specifically to help you get all the news you want as fast as possible. Let's check out the organizational depth chart. Here you can see where everybody is in the organization. It needs updating right now, but I promise it'll be updated soon. But you can see where the Canadians are strong in the organization, where they're weak, their cap space situation, which is also in need of an update, and their draft pick situation for the next 3 years. All of this is available for you at any time. You can even see where the Canadians got these draft picks. There is simply a huge amount of information on the Montreal Canadiens available for you at any time. Now let's check out other things the SB Nation community has to offer. You click over to the SB Nation side and you'll see a different top menu. You can see NFL teams, NBA, MLB, NHL, college football, recruiting for the site, all sorts of other stuff. UFC, soccer, NASCAR, but let's focus on the NHL. Say you want to check out the Toronto Maple Leafs ahead of a game. You can click there, and it takes you right to their SB Nation site, pensionplanpuppets.com. You can navigate their site, you can see their cover. It's quite the same as ours, but we'll just go back to ours for now. So you might be thinking now, okay, I get it. I know where to go for the information that I want, but how do I become part of the community? Where do I go to comment? Where are people every day? What's the most active comment section? Well, we post so many stories per day at EOTP that we've designed comment threads specifically for everybody to use. Those are links posts. They're posted every morning at 6 in the morning, and they have all sorts of topics from around the internet, including Habs topics and other topics. You go down and it'll say links. You'll notice that in the other 4 sections of the top cover, it doesn't have a title, the section that it's in. If you go down, you'll see anything that's written by Michael Sardano or Sam Lee. That's how you know it's a links post. Those are our links guys. So you go into the links post, you'll see we've got all sorts of content from around the internet on the Canadians and also outside of Montreal. And then you go down further, you get to the comments section, then you can comment. This is where all of the off-topic discussions of the day should be. You can also see that some comments are a different color. Why is that? Well, you can't see it yet because we're on our probationary period, but beside the reply button, there's going to be an actions button. From there, you can recommend a comment. It'll say REC. See, and it'll get this little plus sign once it hits 3 recommends. That means you like that comment and you want more people to see it. If you also find something offensive, there will be another action called flag. That will bring it to our attention in a red color, and we'll know whether or not that comment needs moderation. Another part of getting into the community is knowing the authors. You can click on our masthead and you can see who we are. You can see myself and Mark, the managing editors. You can contact us by email. We may take a while to respond because we're very busy, or you can tweet us, but we will respond if you give us an email. You can ask us any questions. Anybody who has their email available on the site, you can email. Most likely you'll get a response. You can tweet us too. The masthead isn't the only place where you can communicate with us through social media. If we go back to the home page, we can click on an article. On the top article, written by yours truly, you can see my name right here in the byline. You can also see right beside it my Twitter handle. If you click on the Twitter handle, it should take you right to my Twitter. Of course, having not used this browser, it's giving me some pop-ups. But here, you can see this is my Twitter handle. But what you really want if you're new to us is to click on the Habs EOTP Twitter account. From there, there's a link right in the description that has all of the people who are involved with Eyes on the Prize, all their Twitter handles. You can just go right there, click on members, and you can follow us from there. It's really simple. You can see every single member of EOTP here. Some of us are more involved than others, but we're all involved on Twitter. But what if you don't like Twitter? What if you don't go on Twitter and you don't want to follow us on Twitter? Well, that's okay too. There's other ways of getting a hold of us. Let's just go back to the site. If you're more of a Facebook user, right from the very top of the site, you can see the Facebook icon and you can click like from there. But if you actually want to go to the site, you don't have to go very far either. We can go right back into the top article. Almost every single article will have it. And near the bottom, we've got a Facebook snippet right there. Click right on it, and you've got all sorts of content. Some of it doesn't appear on our actual site. From funny meme pictures that Mark posts to all sorts of comments. There's tons of content on our Facebook page that you might not even see on Eyes on the Prize, and it's another way to make sure that you don't miss it. That's our guide to using habseyesontheprize.com. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you stick with us all season, and I hope to see tons of you in the comments section. It's going to be a good season for the Montreal Canadiens. Let's enjoy it, and let's all be civil. Thanks for listening and watching.